First, what you want to focus on in this quadruped position is finding a neutral low back. What I mean by that is arch, tuck, and then find something in between and just hang out there. Now that you're here, focus on pushing the scapula away from you. Stay strong in the scapulas. You're going to lift one arm and make sure this one doesn't sag. And so from here, I'm going to bring one arm out into this position and then reach all the way overhead. As you reach overhead, see how my arm rotates and my thumb points towards the ceiling? That's what you should focus on. Then come back down and then repeat back and forth. Make sure to avoid rotating the body and this scapula from sagging like this. Stay strong here and focus on reaching up as high as you can. Make sure to keep your scapula squeezed back here and then bring your arm as high as you can overhead in this position.
Here's a supine 90-90 wall slide. So begin on your back with your hips flexed 90 degrees, knee bent about 90 degrees. Now keep your arms just like this. And then from here, what you want to focus on is reaching overhead as high as you can. Try to bring your biceps towards your ears, and then slowly come back down. Avoid overarching the back as you bring your arms overhead. You want to keep everything flat against the floor, and move nice and slowly. All the way up, and then slowly come back down.
Just like robotic kicking flab, or flavor bit of batter, chitter chatter, matter than the mad hatter. I bet you buy shit, come by fatter. I got the data to turn your body into antimatter. And just like a piece of sizzling, you'll fit inside my stomach with the eggs and grits between. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up, let's make this official. Everybody, let's agree that MCs need a tissue. The folks my only issue. I bet your mama miss you, and I bet the Mac take off like an MX.
For this mid-back foam rolling exercise, begin laying down. Start with the foam roller on the lower part of your mid-back, not your low back, but right in this region. And then from here, keep the core engaged. Don't let the low back arch. And then focus on doing a wall angel where you're reaching as far back and down towards the floor as you can without letting the low back from arching like this. Keep the core engaged to avoid that from happening, and then come back. See if you can get a little bit lower each time. See how I'm reaching back down towards the floor and I'm not letting my low back arch, staying strong in the core. And stay strong in the neck as well. The neck's going to want to do this, but you're going to have to stay strong here. So I'm going to hold on to a pipe, try to keep your hands as wide as you can, and then what you're going to do is basically push yourself back into something like a child's pose here. You want to make sure to keep these arms spread as you bring the shoulders overhead. Go as high as you feel comfortable, and then come back. Make this into a dynamic stretch and just go back and forth. You should feel a stretch in the lat region. So for this exercise, begin on your side and bring the leg that's elevated all the way up and towards the floor. This is going to round out the low back a little bit to avoid the low back from moving. Now when you're here, reach the top arm towards that same side. So you're reaching here as far as you can, and then now what you're going to focus on is pure rotation. So you're going to rotate open. This is called an open book as far as you can. If you can, try to get both shoulders on the floor. And then come back to the starting position. Reach forward and then rotate back. Try to get that hand towards the floor if you can. This is going to get a lot of that mid back to rotate.